Good evening, everyone. Before I get into this evening's live, and I was just going to do an update, but I decided to do this in a live format in case anybody wanted to join. If there's nobody in here, I'm going to do this as a normal update. But before I get into this evening's live and get into the time stamping this and putting the date and time, right now XRP is in a very optimistic position here. XRP broke out of the pattern consolidation, and now we're trying to, obviously, we're going to try to back test this. And if we successfully back test this around, and if we can hold the 55.50 level approximately, XRP is in pretty good shape here on this Saturday evening. And the technical run-up is what we've talked about the last couple days. It's right at about 57.36 cents. We'll continue to see how this plays out. There's no guarantees, as we know. Sometimes we have a false breakout and then it doesn't play through. But we'll see if this ends up playing out. Right now, we did exactly what we needed it to do. The market's participating in the way it needs to. And there is some positive momentum here that is building. I decided I wasn't going to do a live this weekend. I try to take the weekends off from doing live so that I can get my brain right. And so that I don't overtalk myself or overwork myself. But it just seemed like the right time to come on so that we could all do this together. If you're in the copy trading, that trade's still open. We sat through it all the way to the bottom of the formation. And right now, I don't even know. I don't even know. Because we could still lose money, so I don't even like to speculate. I don't usually look at it. I imagine it's up some right now. But I don't generally like to look at it during the trade because I couldn't care less the ups and downs and ebb and flows. Because I have multiple positions right now. Just one happens to be a copy trade. The copy trade right now is up 15.5%. So we'll see how that plays out. Obviously, you have to... I'm looking to play this pattern out. So just like I sat in it when it was down 30 bucks. Now it's up 35. That's not what I was looking. I'm not looking for a $35 profit. And I'm very honest with my audience. Where's my phone? And I'm in positions right now outside of my copy trade. And it's positions that I want to hold. I get strategic when I make... I had a great week last week. I was up 800 bucks last week in trading, as some of you know who followed. My copy trading, it's been in the same trade for, it seems like forever right now, and we're still waiting on it to materialize. It's up like 15% right now, but it's not where we were trying to get. ZIL right now, I have a 102,000 ZIL position. And I do it at a 12x variety, and I only spent 125 bucks, and that's up over 30% right now. I have IOTX. I did $124 a margin. I only go up to 12x. I won't do higher. And it's up 38%. I'm in my Hbar position. I rebought back in after making over 100% the first time around. Well, actually, I did it in the spot position the first time, but then I changed my ways on the move. So that I could have more of what I wanted. There's 29,222 Hbar, and that's up 53%. And IOTA, I have $122 in margin. It's a 12,000 IOTA position, 12,000 tokens. That's up 26.78% or 31 or 25.8% or $31. So all of my positions are doing well. And I was able to take out of my crypto fund $1,700 earlier. And I moved it over to a different fund, and I sent it via Bitcoin to my Venmo account, and now I can do what I please with it. And then it puts me back on the ball to earn some more money. And so far today, I've been able to net just over $320 so far. However, if this doesn't play out and we end up getting into up, you have to give it back because like my position right now on XRP is around 54.90. If it comes back and it were to bust this pattern, I've got plenty of room to still sell it out. But I don't want to. I want to see this play out. Yeah, if it gives this pattern back, well, yeah, there's going to be something to look at. But I'm not looking to sell this. I'm looking to watch this play out. And to me, if this is meant to double top, and I got to do the intro here. I'm sorry. I just got excited here. I'm sorry that I'm not commenting to anybody. I just had to get some thoughts out. Just had to get some thoughts out. But this is nothing that you couldn't have done with me. You guys could have all done this morning, how I had it, and I talked about how we made overnight. Sold out when it seemed to have hit a top, and I was waiting for the pullback, and I was very direct in my morning update. And now that's where we sit, so I'm very happy that I'm sticking by what I'm saying. And that's why I said before, if you're copy trading me, what we were doing on the other exchange with HOTCOIN, even though we made $300 profit, we were still getting crushed in fees. And I learned my errors. So now when I buy a position, I'm not buying to sell for 10% or sell it when it goes down. I'm looking at a pattern setup, and I'm not doing nothing until it plays out. So if you're part of the copy trading, eat your hearts out, because you've got somebody who's going to do this who can sit through it all and not even flinch. I don't care. If I lose $57, how I kept saying on this trade, it's whatever. I am a very good trader, and if I lose 57 on one, I'm going to make 300 on another. That's how I look at it. So let me do the intro. I don't know how many people are here. 69 of you are in here. Please make sure to hit that like button so YouTube does recommend this update. Not a lot of people are probably paying attention even to the crypto market with college football on, with everything going on. It's a Saturday night. So make sure to hit that like button so YouTube does recommend this live. It'll allow us to not just push through the news feed, but be part of the recommendations, which allows us to push through the news feed. And then if somebody's seen my content, hasn't seen the content, they'll be able to follow my channel. Be able to at least make an educated, informed decision whether or not they want to see what this YouTuber might be talking about. Because in my title, I put XRP holders. And it's not a sexy title. I didn't want a sexy title for this live. I just wanted something that would catch the attention of the right people. XRP holders, XRP broke out of bullish consolidation. Rally imminent. Bitcoin to 78.3K. And I believe, as I've been talking about, Bitcoin needs to come up to that liquidity zone. We talked about it this morning, and we've talked about it for many days. We'll look at the Bitcoin heat signature map as well, the liquidity zones, and we'll go over so much more. Good evening. 7:29 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Saturday, November 9th, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So now is the question, do we see the continuation, which I believe we're going to? I think Casper showed you a big thing today. See how Casper came out of that big, long consolidation? I believe a lot of the markets are doing similar. We had other ways, other things that have done similar. We had AMP artificially ran up earlier, and look how far back it came down, as AMP usually does. It always seems to do this, then it reconsolidates where it was supposed to, but there's always that overzealous push. We've had a lot. We've had a lot of movement today. We've had Ethereum, which is now over $3,120. So, in all these run-ups, Bitcoin, I've talked about, I believe it still needs to break up, and look what's happening. If Bitcoin breaks out of this consolidation, we're not just going to 78,356. If we break that, this consolidation here would get you up to around that 81,000. And then we'd probably back test 78,000 and some change. But that's if we break up. We need to not have our backs broken here. This is the continuation part of a move. This is the most difficult part as a trader, because if you're already up, and there's never any wrong answers. Like, I could take 15% right now, take my $33 or whatever it is on XRP and call it a day. That's not what this trade was for. This trade was for, I want to see this through, no matter what, and it's going to have to do something obscene to get me out. I won't have to wait now for it to go all the way back down, because obviously if it busts this consolidation and then it doesn't hold a support structure, well, you know, if it doesn't hold this, well, this was our chance to hold the rally, if you hear what I'm saying. So it's going to be a very interesting time. We got to deal with the consolidation right now. It's still a little bit lower where it should come down to. Looks like it created a nice flag here. It looks like everything's set up the way it should be. It does. It's just now we need the follow through. If you even look at it in the 4 hourly, I still believe that it's not done yet. I still believe it's got more room. I think it needs to come up to 57.30. I think it needs to come up there, and I'm going to sell it either way, probably the copy trade when it gets there, unless it blows right past it. That's just where I targeted, and I want to show my audience how hard it is sometimes to stay true to a pattern, and why I won't go above 10 or 12x. Because this entire consolidation, it was getting people liquidated on the long, and then the short, and the long, and the short. You know, it was just going back and forth. It's grabbed so much liquidity now that I believe we got to go up to this next tier. But like I've said this whole time, who knows if it's going to play true? Who knows if it's going to play the way we expect it? We just never know. So real quick, I'll go over this because it doesn't seem like, I think this will be more well received after it's out for an update. It's only been 10.5 minutes, but I don't know how long I'm going to do this. I don't know. I'm going to go over this real quick so everybody gets the real information so you can understand what I'm looking at. And then I'm going to go back to my regular scheduled Saturday evening. I just did this because I respect my audience. That's all. So right now you see where we're at, 77,400. There's 618 million in liquidation. So we can liquidate the shorts at 77,400. So pay attention to that area. We've got, I mean, there's so much liquidation up here. Once you get to 77,250, 588.5 million. You come up a little bit higher, 77,400, 618 in liquidations of short traders. 77,450, there's 646 million. 77,500, there's 648. 770, and then you come up to like 77,700, 419. There's a ton of liquidation there. So I felt like it was going to come satisfy my pattern. And then it's a question, does it take out all this topside liquidity and blow past? If we come all the way up here, we'll probably take out that 79K liquidity. I mean, it just seems 79,300, there's 231, and then it drops off. So 79K would clear all of this. If we just came into this region, I mean, we're so close now. I would be, like I said the other couple, I'd be stunned. You got 800 point move to come up here and get an $800 move on Bitcoin. We come up here and grab 618 million in liquidity. And then you keep getting it by the $500 million as we continue going up in that deeper section. So I'm going to continue to look at that. I'm going to continue to look at us until this breaks down on me. You know, that just never would. XRP is one of the most difficult tokens to leverage trade. And if anybody says otherwise, they just don't understand. It's the least transparent one because there's so much manipulation. There's so much manipulation. But, you know, it's fun. It's fun nonetheless. So if you're looking to trade spot or copy trade, leverage trade, whatever, in the video description below and our pinned comments, I encourage you to sign up to BITUNIX. It's where I do everything I've talked about. You can copy me 100% on your own too, not just through copy trading, but your own personal trading. If you want to trade like I do it on BITUNIX. I believe if we're going to have this continuation in a thinly traded weekend, it allows Bitcoin to make some noise. But we just had the flip of the clock. We've been struggling a lot. We have these short-term boosts. XRP looks like it's good. Looks like it's set up a bull flag and it's going to backtest the breakout, which it should. Remember, I never like it when it runs up too far without backtesting it. So we'll see now. It went up to 56.20. And now we're down to 55.59. So from the bottom of the move to the top, it was 3.4%. And now right here it'd be about a... that would give back about... How far is that of a retracement? It's about 1.5% retracement. And we're right there right now. So we're going to find out very quickly if this is going to actually be a continuation. Or that's why I wanted to come on right now. We'll see if this plays out. If we're going to get the epitome of what some end up hating about XRP is the fact that the run never happens. Like it'll start and then it just, for whatever reason, it tails off. I don't think this is that case today, but you know, I've been wrong before. So I don't know if there's any comments because I find it hard to believe. I think it's shadow banning me on comments if I had to guess. Because I know that there's comments. And if you are watching, please make sure to hit that like button. Not even half of the audience has hit the like button. I would greatly appreciate if you hit that like button. I've given out a lot of information about my own personal portfolios, and not just that, but this is the most important structure in this chart right now. And if you're breaking out, you needed to do what we did. You need to have the patience, and you need to back test this, and we need to do this in a very, pronounced way here. We need to do it exactly like it's doing it right now. Because you don't want to go up too fast if you want to continue this rally to 57.3. This is exactly what we need to do. Remember yesterday, we were down 2.5%, and then it finished the day up. It parred all the losses and then some. Right now, we're just doing what we normally do on a flip of the clock. It's either it didn't go up right before the flip and have a very bullish close, or right now, you start the rally and you just didn't have that push up before. Some of this is artificial, like IOTX is down 1.29%, but is it really? It had the break up and now it just happens to be showing the loss on the consolidation. I believe this is a suave way for them to hide potential buyers. If this is meant to go up It's so strategically done where you're looking, you're like, should I buy? Oh, wait a minute, everything's down. It's all red. Not realizing if you would have just looked 38 minutes ago and this came down like this, we would still be up across the market. Everything I'm seeing doesn't suggest to me that this is just done. Like with Hbar, the reason I rebought back in is after it broke out, I sold. I told everybody, and it did this consolidation. And last night, I'm like, well, or not even last night. It was this morning. Yeah, 11:30. I said, holy crap. I mean, look at this. And I bought it, and now it's up. I mean, the rest of this way for Hbar is 5, 6, 7, 7. And the way it's going, I mean, I would be stunned. Like I said before, I would be stunned if Bitcoin leaves that liquidation. And if you're a short trader and Bitcoin leaves you and you're up there at liquidation at 77,300 or 400, you should thank your lucky stars, because I can't think of a time when Bitcoin leaves that liquidation. I really can't. All right, I took my phone out because I'm like, there's no way no one's commenting. There's 76 people in here. Angel, welcome in. CJ2 Pilot, welcome in. Thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 1 year with the I Told You So badge. Ryan Brubaker, welcome in. I greatly appreciate you tuning in as well. UK Phil, good evening, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 6 months with the XRP Predictor. Trading with J-Ride, good evening, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 3 years with the XRP 58 or the XRP Diamond Hands badge. Excellent. Crazy Paul, welcome in, and hello to you, friend. Thanks for being in Tom's Army for over for your second month with the Dusty's Outhouse Crypto News. Let's see. Ryan Brubaker, welcome in. I think I said hi to you, but I just wanted to make sure. Let's see. Mark Caston and Vado Damas, welcome in, and thank you both for being in Tom's Army for over 6 months with the XP Predictor. The Gatman and JW, thank you both for being in Tom's Army for over 2 years now with the XP 589 Moon Badge. JW moving up a rank as of late. Excellent to see you still part of this, JW, and I know you are. It's excellent. XRP Broska, thank you so much for the $9.99 donation. Diamond Hands, he said, Tom, you're the man. Thank you so much for that. Now, you know, I hope you still think I'm the man if this doesn't pan out. But I have been very consistent, haven't I? Even if I were to lose on the XRP trade, oh, man, it's been a very profitable week. Very profitable week. And I hope some of you followed along. I wish weeks like this, when I'm giving out the information, that some of you would take the journey and join Tom's Army, or just subscribe to the channel. You know, and just be part of the journey. I'm very transparent. I don't charge you anything to get the information. I really don't. Yes, it's still at 55 cents. Yeah, it is. It's not about where it's at, though. Or it's not about the fact it's at 55. It's where it's at in the pattern. So you're focused on the actual price instead of the pattern setup. It's our own, it's a human condition, I believe. Anti-communist says, great job, Tom. I appreciate that. That's not a breakout. I mean, it depends. It depends how you look at it. It's absolutely a breakout from the pattern consolidation. So, but that's all I'm going to say about that. Because you're looking at for every reason to be negative and be within yourself. I'm showing you the positive reasoning here. We broke out of a short-term pattern consolidation. We absolutely have. So, you know, for you to come in here and say we haven't, you don't even know what I'm responding or what I'm talking about. I would appreciate if you were like, you know, you didn't break out because of this. And then you could say what you're seeing, but just saying you didn't break out, but then I'm showing you the breakout in real time. You know, just don't make yourself look less than stellar in the audience is all I'm telling everybody. Make yourself look educated. You want to be the winner, not the victim. And by not being open to what's going on, you essentially are being the victim. You want to be the winner, and you want to be open to the information, not against it. Right now, you've got the distasteful heart. You're not even willing to hear the information. You hear breakout, and you say, no freaking way, it's XRP. We haven't broke out of shit. Without understanding the breakout that's occurring. You know, that's cool. Syrian, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 3 months with the XRP Meteor, along with Daniel. Thank you so much. And Syrian's a very trusted mod. Very trusted mod. CJ2 Pilots had closed out twice, and now it's working. Yeah, it's been a pain. I've been getting shadow banned pretty hard on YouTube. Some of my content doesn't even show up for people for about a week. And then they criticized. I got one guy who criticized me in the shorts and said, what do I want to see this for? This happened 7 days ago. I just got the notification. I'm like, well, I'm sorry about that. Let's see. Yeah, it's been good since the election. Yes, it is. SOL is showing a massive cup and handle on the daily. The Great Fallen, welcome, and I always love seeing your comments. Always love it. Always love it. I feel like it's going to break up good as well. Tanya, this live is all jacked. Oh, man. Yeah, you guys close out and refresh, I guess. Is it still buffering? I mean, I can... Here. I didn't even know it was because it's... I'm going to pause this. Watch what I'm going to do. Let's see if this made it any better. If this made it any better. I knew something was wrong. I knew something was wrong in the beginning. I really did. I could tell. Was watching something the other day about meme coins. Once regulations kicks in, the memes coins. Oh, absolutely. Everybody, you have to move it back a little. All good. Some say, Tanya, welcome in and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 2 years with the XRP 589 Moon badge. I really appreciate that. No, yeah, with the regulations, I tell everybody I only trade the IoT, the Internet of Things, and the ISO 20022 compliant tokens for a reason. Cheap money is cheap money, but every single time I hear about these meme coins, nobody ever talks about what happens after the run's over. Nobody. Nobody. They always say, oh, it's this easy to make the money, but what happens? Like, I don't even like looking at this in the 30 anymore. Like, I've noticed there's a lot of short tricks that happen in the smaller time frames as well. So this is an engulfing candle from midway. Looks like a hammer or an inverted hammer was formed, a pretty big one too here on the previous. It's a bullish continuation candle, it looks like. Everything about this right now looks good. It looks good, and it looks like in the short term, we're going to start pushing up. When it was starting to push down, did I tell everybody to worry, or did I say, hey guys, it needs to do this? It needs the back test. Now, is this where it starts to break back up? Does it ride it for a little bit? We don't know. We're at the mercy of the formation right now. But on a thinly traded weekend, all we can do is go by the evidence in front of us. I've stood tall in the fact that I thought Bitcoin was going to a spot, and it's doing exactly what I've said. It's been doing exactly what I've said, but it doesn't go without the short-term consolidation, up and down and up and down and up and down. Look how many times it could have fooled you to get out. I think bull market has officially started. It's going to be a good... It's good. I always tell everybody, after you see the pumpkins out, we always have a consolidation when everybody thinks October's up. It always waits and... Did he poo-poos? Yes! Hold on, guys. I'm going to take this out for Julie. I'll do it. Yeah, but I like to be part of the team. Ooh, that's a weighty one. And now you know you'll sleep better tonight, too. Could that be why his stomach was a little more full? How do I sound right? Can I stay not much longer? I need to stay with myself. All right, sorry about that, everybody. I wanted to go help Julie real quick. But right now, yeah, Bitcoin's almost over 77K. We had a little consolidation. Watch IOTX. Remember how it was down 1.67%? That quick consolidation. I mean, IOTA looks like it's ready as well. I'm just so happy that I didn't second guess myself here. And I said, I know what's happening in my heart. And this should come all the way up. I think IOTA is going to come to around 13.4. Finish this little short-term cup. And like, I found a way where I got a lot more comfortable. I've got, like I said, I took 17, and I shouldn't even be sharing all this information with all of you, but, you know, some of you are my closest friends in here. No, I'm not saying it's bull run. No. You're not in a bull run yet, ladies and gentlemen. What are we talking about? Bear market rally at best right now until you break certain conditions. You can't even act like XRP's in a bull market until XRP gets up to like $1.15, in my opinion. If it can break out of this, actually 94 cents. If we get over 94 cents and ultimately push over that dollar, but 94 would be a big breakthrough. You break 94 and then ultimately rally up to that $1.15, I'm willing to say you're back on. But that means you'd have to have foresight from much lower prices. Remember all the people just a week or two ago that sold? even though it had just come to 52 because they wanted it to go cheaper. Like, that's not where you should have been selling. And like, I come on in real time. Like, this could all blow up in my face every single day. But somehow after 3.5 years, you know, we're standing tall in this community because we actually pay attention and we're not afraid. Like, I don't fear it. Like, in my portfolio, because I have on BITUNIX, I took out $1,700 today, sent it to my Venmo, because I need cash on hand, and that's what I do when I make good profit. And I was up over $800 this week, so I still had $3,700 left. And since then, it's gone up over $350 a day since I took the $1,700 off earlier. Now, could it come back? Sure, it could. Am I afraid of it? No, because I want this pattern to play out. And then I knew what I was targeting. I wanted ZIL, so I got the appropriate amount. I wanted Hbar. I got both sides of this rally already. I wanted IOTA and IOTX. Grabbed both of them before the little push up from the earlier session happened. So we're sitting in a great spot. Doge, beautiful spot. Julie's got it. I bought it for her back after we sold it at 57. I bought that back at 5.2 cents. Sent it to her at 9 cents on Robinhood when they allowed me to transfer it. Finally, when they created support for transferring crypto to Robinhood, she's had it in her account since 9 cents. And now it's up to 22.3. You know, that $520 I spent or whatever is up to almost 2,300 now. It's all hers. I don't want it. And this is all a precursor. If you think XRP is just going to sit back and not do nothing this whole time, you're off your rocker. Because if this is actually what's playing out right now, what I'm seeing in front of me and what it feels like to me, we've got something that we haven't seen in a while in front of us. And that doesn't mean it goes to $8. Why can't we just enjoy a rally to 57.6 cents and take it from there? Why does it always have to be, oh, it's only going up to 57 or 58? Why can't we be positive and say there's a lot of money to be made here? Why can't some of us acknowledge there's a lot of money to be made weekly in crypto if you understand what's going on? It's a lot of money to be made. I sat here with all of you, and I didn't take up. I mean, it's all playing out like we designed. And it's only because we're here psychotically every single day. Every single day we're watching this play out. And without repetition, you can't get the consistency. And like, there's some days, I'm glad that we're here right now. I am. I'm glad you all are here right now, but watch. If I come back on tomorrow because we break out 12% or on a given day, it's up 12%, we'll have 400 people in here. Now it hasn't broke out yet, but we've been building the last 4 days to a breakout. Got 87 people in here. And I'm blessed to have 87 people in here. I think that's what it is. Because it's a Saturday during all this football. But there's so much opportunity right now. And it's been this whole week. And eventually, you know, opportunity turns into somebody else's disaster. We want to be part of the opportunity, not part of the chaos. And the chaos comes after these start pumping. You think there wasn't any chaos in Casper after it went up 30%? You think there wasn't any chaos, some people buying at 1 cent? And now, this is what I'm talking about, chaos. You want to be part of you want to be before the move. Because now let's say you bought anywhere, even if you bought in at 7007, or you bought in at 0071, or 0062, anything before that run, and we'll go up to that high wick, because somebody could have got stuck here. Even now, with that drop down, you're up 17.7%. Yes, in totality, it went up 40, but a lot of that was in a 1 minute wick or 5 minute wick. So unless you're looking to be a quick seller, even then, you're still not getting that anyhow. But now look at the difference. Now, instead of being like, holy shit, I missed it, and buying it up here, now somebody's still up 17% from the bottom, but now there's somebody down 16% from the top. I guarantee it. And then you sit there like, well, what the hell? And now it looks like a big bull flag consolidation, and all these people from the top are going to be gone. All the people that understood what the formation is, they're playing this out as a bull flag right now. And they're looking for the eventual target that's probably going to shoot them up another 12% if it plays out properly. And then it should head initially around 1.2. Where's this at? 1.1, but ultimately 1.2. That's what I said. 1.2 cents. Is where I would target it if this continues on properly. And it's doing the consolidation it needs to. If Devin was in here, I'd give him credit because he's been telling everybody for the last couple of days when it was down at 006, 007, he said to buy it. So they'd be up 17% right now. 17%. What is a good range to buy XRP? I mean, I only buy XRP sub 40 cents. Unless I'm doing the copy trading with the group. And like, we've been very successful, and it's not easy to trade XRP. On HOTCOIN, we were up over $300. On BLOFIN, we were down like 96, and I called it a day on there because the fees were incredible. We were down like, actually like 30 something, but the fees ate me alive. And then I just called it for what it is. It's a they overstimulated us and they're trying to steal money, and I don't like that. BITUNIX for me is the best. Yes, there's fees, but you know, it's the most transparent. And I've learned to not trade like over and over and over. This trade in particular allowed me to do exactly what I want to do. I haven't touched it in the last couple of days, and I've just let it run up and down, left and right until it does what it needs to do, and I have my positioning perfect. You know, for me. You know, but everybody's got their own risk management. Now, one thing I'm happy about too is when the live started, what did I say when it first started coming down? Oh, this is excellent because we're coming down to consolidate. And in the past, before I had the experience, I'd be nervous after a run up. I'd be like, oh, we're up to 56.22. Wait a minute. Why are we back down to 55.50? Oh my God, I got to sell. You know, and even in a leverage trade, I would do that. Not understanding that for every move up, you need the consolidation down. If it's a real move, and then it'll create the continuation pattern. So after this comes up, from a leverage standpoint, if I get up to 57.36, that was my own personal target. If it comes somewhere near 56.90, 57.30, unless it piles over, that's where I would exit this trade, and then I would reevaluate at that level. Nobody says you can't get in another one, but it becomes dangerous because if you sell, like my liquidity is way down at 48 cents right now. It would have to go all the way to 48 cents to liquidate my $200 trade. But if I were to buy here, and then all of a sudden it fails, and then we're riding back down, you know, it becomes dicey because then you could have a consolidation moment that it still has a 31% drop, and it just gets dicey. So I'm more the belief that you ride it until the end, and you sit through the pain. In this trade, we were up anywhere in the beginning, up 25 bucks. Then it went down as much as like 30 something in the portfolio in the same trade. And now it's up, I don't know. I don't know what it's up. I'm honestly, I don't care. I don't care what it's up. I just want to see it play out, and I want to see this audience be able to capitalize. 2 people left the copy trading during the consolidation of this trade. I'm not even joking. 2 people that were in this copy trade left because at some points it showed us 15 and 20% down on the portfolio within the trade. Within the trade, they left. They cut their losses even though we never sold the trade, and they left instead of being the forward thinking and play the pattern. You know, that's why I don't like to look at things. But just for example, we went down as much as we're up as high as 10.8% in our rollover, our ROI, return on investment. We were up at $21.98. Then it went down to minus 7.22% return on investment, or minus $15.74. So it had a $36 reversal. Now we're up $26.52, and our ROI is at 12.17. We've hit a new record right now in our copy trading on BITUNIX for the highest our return on investment's been. Now, obviously, this can go back down. We could lose out on this. You know, it could return. It might not go where I say. And I might be not looking at it right, but I believe I am, and I'm going to trade it appropriately. So now you see what happened. We were up, and I'm trying to tell you, 10.5% our return on investment on BITUNIX, all within this trade. And then we ended up going down 7.2%. Lost 2 people copy trading from that swing up to down. Now it's up over 12% as our return on investment. And it's still the same trade. So 2 people have lost money by selling, and then they exited copy trading for one reason or another. Fees, they didn't like to see themselves down. But that red is what I desire now. I finally figured it out. If you understand the pattern, you just play it. You don't care about the short term. This is the biggest gift I've ever been given, and it took a long time. And I couldn't have done it without this community. Listen to all the struggles from others who have similar fates. 88, 50% up on the week. Oh, yeah. They're all going to have big moves, I believe. Absolutely, Casper is a phenomenal play. Phenomenal. Did anybody get part of the AMP like I talked about? I got part of it. I'm not in it anymore. but I was in it before that move. Remember, I kept talking about how I thought there was a bigger move? So I kept some exposure to it. I didn't get this whole 22% move, but I certainly got about 14 of it because that wick came down so fast. So I know you weren't catching that top, but you could have caught it around 14% on the quick sell. You know, there's a lot of opportunity that was out here. VELO, I believe, is going to have a huge move. VELO looks like it's setting up huge. Like, VELO is going to come back up, and before we know it, you're going to see 11%. Then you're going to see 16, and then you'll probably see 28. You know, and it feels to me like something special is about to break through. And, Julie, your Doge is up another 3.7%. You need to look at your account. You're probably close to $2,300 now. I'm not even joking. And when I sent it to you, what was there, $900? How much is it? I just, for so you guys know I'm not BSing. Julie,
you can show it.
How much does it say you're up since I sent you it on Robinhood? And it wouldn't let me do it until they had that availability on Robinhood. Now, in no means am I saying this is a guarantee. I'm just saying we're playing this out. But Julie, on Doge, and I advised everybody to buy it when I bought.
You can show me the screen.
She is up. Yeah, no, I want to see all time, though. On Doge. So, Doge. Since I sent it to Julie, she's up 140% since I sent it to her. $1,354. That's incredible. She's got 10,231 tokens. And if we just look at this over the last year, you can see her portfolio on Robinhood is up 200 and something percent. See how it just shot up? And it's inverted, so, you know, so that's our Doge. So, like, I have exposure to a lot of different things. It's just the way that I decide to utilize it. Now, like I said, is XRP faking us out? And that's what I want to know before I leave. Because I'm calling this a night here shortly. Calling this a night shortly, and I want to know. Took your advice and bought 90,000 H, but 4.5 cents. See, that's the shit that makes me happy. Who said that? Excuse my French. You just made my night. Aaron, he bought 90,000 Hbar, Julie. When I told everybody to buy, when I did that. And it's at... If he bought it at 4.5 cents, Julie. No, I'm in B2 Gold now. I sold it at $3.38 and bought it at $2.96. I was very transparent about that. 26% he's up oh, no. Sorry. He's looking at it like this scumbag. He's not even telling him what I bought it for. So I'm going to do it a little bit higher than 4.3. Right now, he's up on his 80,000 shares, 23%, Julie. I just did that update. What was it, my friend? 2.5 days ago you bought that position? Because I'm up equally with you. I've experienced a great windfall here in the last couple days on Hbar. And I think it's just beginning. And like I said, I was looking for opportunity in this market. Is it going to play out? I don't know. I really don't know. I believe it's going to. But patience, folks. Patience. Because the market, it's Saturday. By Sunday, it could look completely different. So we'll see how this plays out. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. Make sure you look in the video description below and our pinned comments. Consider joining Tom's Army. Consider sending a YouTube super chat to pay it forward for all the time I put in. Or you can go on Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal on my homepage. But most of all, make sure you get it right on the exchanges. Oh, what did the guru say? He sold his Bitcoin long yesterday. And he's usually right, but I was like, come on. Bitcoin longs. Well, I mean, he could redo something. I like the guru. Julie knows I listen to the guru. I like seeing people that have a $750,000 account and they transparently show it to you because it's not easy. Like somebody who's not dealing with your level of money, they can't understand. You know, like they just can't understand sometimes. So on the exchanges, BITUNIX and HOTCOIN right there. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. But my son wants to come out and I feel like I'm keeping him in the room because I'm doing live. So I'm going to end up here. Thank you all so much. Have a blessed evening, and I want my son to come out. So I'm going to end this live right now. And hopefully this helped you guys in a little way. In just a little way. Have a blessed evening, everybody. Thank you all so much for the support. I would stay longer, but